It's 12th century Spain. You're born into a smart family, filled with scholars and jurists, and receive a great education where you learn about medicine, philosophy, and much, much more. But you don't stop there. You become fascinated with Aristotle, the famous Greek philosopher. You obsess over his work, day in and day out. And as the years go by, you start to come up with your own interesting ideas. Ideas that would still be talked about nearly 900 years later. In this video, you're about to discover the fascinating life and teachings of Ibn Rushd, from controversy to medical discoveries that shaped modern-day medicine. You'll be shocked at how much impact this one man had on the world. Ibn Rushd was born in Cordoba, Spain, in 1126. He came from a family of intelligent people who were scholars and jurists. Ibn Rushd got a great education where he learned about Islamic law, theology, philosophy, and medicine. But what set him apart was his never-ending curiosity and his hunger for knowledge. He became really interested in the works of Aristotle, a famous Greek philosopher. Later on, his interpretations and explanations of Aristotle's works became important in both the Islamic world and Europe. It's amazing to think about how one person's thoughts can have such a big impact across different places and cultures. Ibn Rushd's thirst for knowledge took him on a journey that changed the way people thought about philosophy in the Islamic world and beyond. In the Islamic world, his thoughts received both praise and criticism. At first, many people celebrated his works. However, there were some religious scholars who didn't agree with his interpretations and considered them to be against their beliefs. This led to a lot of controversy. But despite the disagreements, Ibn Rushd's impact on philosophy and intellectual discussions kept growing. Europe played a big role in preserving and spreading Ibn Rushd's writings. His works were translated into Latin, which was a common language at that time. This made them accessible to European scholars. They were really interested in his ideas and found them valuable. In fact, his thoughts had a strong influence on medieval Europe. European scholars even integrated Ibn Rushd's ideas into their own thinking, especially in an area called Christian Scholasticism. This had a big impact on the development of knowledge and paved the way for the Renaissance, a period of great cultural and intellectual growth. Despite the controversies he faced, his contributions continued to shape the course of philosophy and thinking. Ibn Rushd's ideas traveled from the Islamic world to Europe and left a lasting mark on both regions. The fact that his writings were embraced by European scholars shows how his thoughts transcended cultural boundaries and had a broader significance. Besides Ibn Rushd's philosophical work, he played a huge role in jurisprudence. He did more than just being a judge in Cordoba. He wrote important books about Islamic law, where he shared his thoughts and ideas. He talked about things like how to reason and make decisions in law, and how to use Islamic law in real-life situations. His writings showed that he really knew a lot about Islamic law and could apply it to practical situations. In the field of medicine, Ibn Rushd was also highly respected. He not only practiced medicine, but also wrote a lot about it. He wrote about different topics like the human body, how it works, medicines, and how to treat diseases. He took ideas from different medical traditions, like the Greek, Roman, and Islamic ones, and combined them. His writings not only brought together existing medical knowledge, but also introduced new ideas and methods that helped improve medical practice. Ibn Rushd's work in both law and medicine showed how curious and dedicated he was. His writings about law gave us important insights into Islamic legal principles, and his writings about medicine helped us learn more about the human body and how to treat illnesses. One of his notable thoughts was the double truth concept. He believed that reason and revelation could go hand in hand. According to him, philosophical and scientific truths shouldn't clash with religious truths. Instead, they work on different levels of understanding. Ibn Rushd's explanations of Aristotle's works were a big deal. They helped bring together Aristotelian philosophy and Islamic theology. He stressed the importance of reason and rationality, which shook up conservative beliefs back then. Ibn Rushd argued that philosophy could actually help us understand deep religious truths without going against the faith. His ideas challenged the status quo. He showed that reason and religion don't have to be enemies. Instead, they can work together to deepen our understanding of the world. Ibn Rushd's ideas have had a lasting impact that goes beyond his own time. His thoughts and explanations of Aristotle's works have influenced many scholars throughout the years, shaping philosophical discussions for a long time. Even today, his focus on reason, thinking logically, and how philosophy can work together with faith are still important and inspiring. We can see the long-lasting influence of Ibn Rushd's works by how much people still study and value what he wrote. His writings are still considered important in academic circles and are appreciated by many people. His legacy shows us the power of being open-minded, having a curiosity for learning, and always seeking knowledge. So, from his groundbreaking interpretations of Aristotle to his concept of the double truth, Ibn Rushd challenged established norms and left a lasting mark on philosophy, law, and medicine. What do you think about the legacy of Ibn Rushd? Let me know in the comments. And if you found this video interesting, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you again next time.